Every week when we sing Friday night, the Lecha Dodi, and we get to the phrase, Sof Ma'aseh B'machshava Tchila, the translation being that the final act of completion must have been that which was foremost in the mind, which means to suggest that God's foremost image must have been the last item of creation. And what do we look at the last item of creation? What is it? Adam, the human being. That all the fantastic elements of life that are created throughout the 6 days of creation, the epitome is Adam. Take an example of having a vision for your ideal sukkah, and you employ an architect to be able to carry out architectural plans and drawings for the building of a sukkah. And now consider having a vision of a 20-story building, and you employ architects to draw the plans for the 20-story building. Will you have any doubt that the detailed drawings for a 20-story building are far, far greater in terms of content, detailing, etc., than a mere sukkah? And yet, in each instance, when I step into that sukkah and realize that was my original vision, I experience a joy, a wonderment, notwithstanding a humble sukkah. And should it be a 20-story building, and at the end I step into this magnificent building, you can just imagine the ecstasy. However, in each instance, if it wasn't for the original vision, there would be no end product. And if it wasn't for the end product, the original vision would not have the feet to become. Sof Ma'aseh B'machshava Tchila. The last act of completion, the end product, is what's foremost in the mind. And this is part of this week's discussion that the Alter Rebbe brings in our parasha and echoes it right throughout this particular phrase. I want to take you through a little meditation where we can experience that phrase. So gently close your eyes, and I'd like you to bring to mind a vision of your ideal home. If you had no problems of budget, no shortage of staff, a wonderful architectural team, just imagine your home, what you would build. See if you can develop some aspects of that vision in your mind. Okay. Now let's imagine taking the architect through your vision and the process of him creating drawings, sketches on paper to try to capture the image of your dream home. Look at those sketches. Look at those plans. And see how they begin to depict and capture your vision. And now imagine on-site works. The concrete being poured for the base. The walls going up. The structure forming. A roof, windows, the exterior form is there, the structure is there. Now Imagine the finishing trades, the painters, the decorators, the light fittings, the floor covers, and finally the furniture. And now imagine yourself stepping into that home, your dream home. How wonderful is that experience? It's even more wondrous than the flash of vision that you had at the very beginning of the process. Sof ma'aseh v'machshava tchila. The last acts of completing your dream home reflect your original vision, but even more. And that's what Adam Harishon was able to achieve, and you and I likewise, to help build the vision that Hashem has for us. And through the tools and machinery of Torah and mitzvahs, we're building Hashem's dream home. And when we step into it, the moment of Moshiach, the excitement, the intensity, is even greater than the original vision, even though it reflects that vision. Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Gently open your eyes and pledge to yourself that you are going to complete this project and be excited by the end product, a joint vision that God shares with us.